You know how simple our life is, how attractive our life is, how beautiful our life is, and how easy our life is. But every time we make our life problematic, unattractive, boring, and unsatisfying, we always put ourselves in the problems unintentionally. And what we do by ourselves because we don't aware what we are doing. We always stuck in some kind of situation because life is all about to face some kind of situations, and always we perceive the things with our beliefs. Always we perceive the things what it seems like right to us, because what we think it seems it's really right, because we don't consider what could be the another person's point of view, because we don't want to see, we don't want to perceive, we don't want to put ourselves in another person's shoe. And the another point is, always there is two aspects of every situation. Every situation has two aspects, but we only keep with our aspect. We always want to be with our aspect, but we don't want to look aside the another aspect as well. The moment we started looking another aspect as well, the moment we started thinking what could be the another scenario, what could be the another reality, we will make our life actually easy. Our life will become so much easy, so much fascinating, so much beautiful, so much simple. But we don't let ourselves allow to go beyond that level, what we think, because we are not allowing us to open according to another person's perspective. We don't want to consider another person's perspective just because it seems like he is the person, he has made the mistake. I was right because I supported her a lot and he supported him a lot. I'm gonna give you an example. Just like that, I was falling in love with a girl. I was in a Lenskart academy, and we used to be together. We used to eat together. Always we do everything together. And our friendship remained till 4 months after I have completed the academy training. And what happened? It just happened. She used to talk to me. She would share her grief with me. She would vent it out her feeling with me. And after that, during supporting her a lot, I started feeling close to her. I started feeling love towards her. And when I was proposed her, she was like, it can't be happen because she was going through her rainy days. She recently had her breakup because it was her own conditions, and it had to happen. But why I proposed her at that time? Because she wanna get married soon with someone, because she wanna get rid of her pain. She was not able to make the decisions, and she was just wanted to go with the flow. She was forcing herself to overcome from the situation rather than just to give her proper time. And I was in the situation that if I won't propose her, then I definitely would lose her. And at that time, I had to propose her. And she was going through a very delicate period. And at that time, she had to refuse to me. And it had to happen because when she want, only she contacted me. I was not able to contact her. She would call me at her own convenience. Only she would speak through the calls. I didn't have any kind of authority from which situation I was going through. The whole day I would spend just to find the solutions of her. The whole day I would spend just to be with her pain. The whole day I would spend with her just to support her, just to make her happy, just to give her the solutions. By doing all this, I didn't realize when I fell in love with her. And I already have mentioned I was not allowed to call her because she was from Islamic community, and she already had mentioned it. She was not allowed to use the phone at her home, and she only talked to her ex, only talked to her any friend when she would on work, or when she would going out to work and coming out from work, and it was the only time for her to interact with anyone on phone. So it was her condition. Every time what she would do at that time, it was just because of her convenience. And I was feeling like I don't have any issue. I was living best of my life. I was supporting her, and I was feeling proud on myself because that I had friend to whom that I can support her, to whom that I could work for her, to whom that I could be with her. There was someone who would always be with me, who would always wanted to interact with me. First time I had made a friend, first time I had put my all energy on a girl, and suddenly she started ignoring me. Suddenly she stopped picking my call. Suddenly she stopped answering my messages, and I was feeling like fish out of the water. And already she was going through her breakup, and she blocked me. And after that, she again unblocked me. Everything was going through this way. And whatever happened, just because of the destiny. When I proposed her, she said, I'm still in my rainy days. I'm going through a very challenging period. You don't have any flaws in yourself. But I don't think I want love to anyone. She just refused me at that time. Now I am thinking at that time, I was thinking at that time, she was using me as a tool. She was just using me to vent out her feeling. She was using me just to interact with me, just to find the solutions of her problem. And what she would feel at that time, I was just her toy. I was just a tool that would give suggestion to her, that would work according to her when she would give command. I was feeling like this way. I spent 8 months of my life with this kind of thing, that she was wrong. She had used me, and she was not deservable for a friend. But I was wrong. If she was wrong, then I was wrong. If she had made mistake, then I had made mistake. But actually, no one was wrong at that time. I finally found the solution. I finally found the answer. What I was feeling. What I was feeling at that time. I was feeling so much bad. Because last time, when she had messaged me, when she shoot me a message, then she said, if I hurt you, I'm really sorry. And please forgive me. I don't know how you thought or how it seemed to you that I love you or you love me. And she was like, I'm still going through my challenging phase. I'm still trying to forget her. And at that time, she said, if my love had left me in the lurch, then you just were my friend. And she indirectly gave me the title of the label of cheater, that I ditched her. But in the end, she told to me that you won't wait for me. Please move forward. I had to move on at that time so that I could live my life, so that I could focus on my life. Because I was losing myself just to support her. I was losing my focus on my life. And she said, if it's possible, then forget me. If it's possible, don't wait for me. It had better you move on your life. And I just wanted to end my friendship by saying everything what was in my heart. But I stopped myself just because I didn't want to hurt her at that time. And because a wise girl had suggested to me, if we love to someone, then we can tell wrong, we can tell anything to that another person which may hurt to that another person, because it would hurt back to us. So I didn't say her anything, and everything just ended by saying nothing. And after 8 months, I was reading a book. The book name was The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Dash, and it was written by Mark Manson. And that person explained me in the end of the book. There are two types of persons in the world. First are victim, who just want someone takes the responsibility of their problem. And the another one is who takes the responsibility of the another person. The person who are in first category, they always want someone, that someone would solve their problem, that someone work for them always, that someone make their life easy. And the second person, like me, I don't know why I did this. I did this just because she was my friend. Indirectly or unintentionally, intentionally, just to support her, I had taken the responsibility of her life, and I started solving her problem. And I lose myself by solving her problem. Indirectly, I was making her more foible. When we devote ourselves for another person, then what happens? Then we lose focus from our life. Then we lose our life. Love is all about this thing. I was doing the same thing. I had taken the charge of her life, but I had loosened the charge of my life as well. And the main problem was I was not focusing on her. I was not focusing how she could get away from her problem by her own. I was giving her high in her life. And love is not about just to support someone. Love is all about to encourage someone. Love is all about to make someone that she or he could do something, she or he could solve her problem. Love is all about to encourage someone. She has the caliber, he has the caliber to take the charge of the life. But I didn't do this thing. And everything that had happened just because of myself, just because of me. Because I don't know why I made the decision, but I made the decision. Besides of making her capable that she could solve her problem, I started solving problem of her life, and feelings got developed at that time. And when she was not ready, she had to refuse me. And this thing elucidated me clearly that she was not wrong, or even I was not wrong as well. Just because she was not able to take the responsibility of our life, she was not able to make best decisions of her life, she was not able to solve the problems of her life. She only wanted a person that would take responsibility of her happiness, of her problems, of her life. And I took the same thing. That book helped me a lot to know about what was the real reason that our friendship got ended in just way. What are the real reason? What are her compulsion? I just consider her a victim. I just consider her that she was accused. I put everything on her that she was wrong. But neither she was wrong nor I was. Because she was more younger than me. At least she was 10 to 11 years younger than her ex. So the kind of maturity, the kind of perspective everyone could have at this level, at this age. She had the same kind of maturity. She was the same kind of intelligence. But I was expecting her. Maturity like me. Maturity like the person who attains my age. But she could have achieved at this thing because she was not at that level. So this was the reason. That's how we make our life miserable. That's how we make our life problematic. That's how we make our life complex. We don't consider the situation by going through, by going under the hood of different aspect of every situation. We don't open ourselves to learn about what could be the another person thinking, to know about what could be the situations that another person would be living at that time, what kind of experience that person would have at that time that made him to take this kind of decision, that made him to do that particular thing with us, whether it was wrong, whether it was right. That's how we create our life unwantedly, that we don't want to live. That's how we make our life problematic. So the only thing that you can say, the only thing you could do, clarify everything. Sit with the person if it's possible. Don't let that matter go without doing anything. Put what you are thinking, explain what you are thinking, and ready to learn, ready to listen what the another person would say. Be a good listener. And only that time you will be authorized what you are thinking. Only that time you will be elucidate what is your perspective, what is your point of view. Sit with that person, clarify everything. Don't live in misconception. Open yourself for another beliefs. Try to perceive the things in all areas of that particular things. And only that time you will be able to see the things as it is they are. Your mind should be open for thinking different segment of each situation. Every situation has different kind of possibilities, and there are so many possibilities of every decision, of every activity. I didn't consider what she was thinking. I didn't consider what her age. I didn't consider what kind of maturity or knowledge she could have had at that time. But I just started blaming her. I just started hating her. But she wasn't wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong because I just perceived the thing according to my lens of belief. And she perceived the thing according to her lens of belief. That's how our life runs. That's how our mindset has been designed so that we could live our life smoothly. That's how we get the belief, and that's why belief important in our life. But everything that we are thinking, every belief that we have carried in our life, it's not necessary that would work every time. It's not necessary that would help you to make good decisions. It would only happen that would consider anything by thinking on each area of that situation. And only this way you could handle any situation efficiently. When you would open yourself for every situation, when you would open yourself by considering every person's perspective, whether it's right, whether it's wrong, whether you would find the areas at which things you can agree with that person, your life will become so much easy, and most of the problems of your life will fade away. This is how you can perceive the things the way as it is are. That's how you would be able to be in that ideal situation in which you could save your energy, in which you could save your relationship, in which you would be able to be with that person for a longer period. Because there are very few people who live with us. Robin Sharma has said once in a Jay Shetty podcast, because I love podcasts and I listen Jay Shetty and is the number one podcaster, according to me. Robin Sharma has said, some people comes in our life for a reason. Some people comes in our life for a season, and some people comes in our life for a lifetime. Then it's our duty how we make everyone, at least how we make someone who is so much close to ourselves, to be in our life forever. So it's our duty. If we really have found that person, so don't let particular person go from your life just because of you are just considering yourself you are right. Consider that person too. Put yourself in that person's shoe as well. And at that time, there will be no any kind of problem. There will be no any kind of issue that would remain between you and that particular person. Every matter can be solved by just sitting together, by just clarifying the things together, by just considering the another person's perspective as well. So that's all I've got to say about this. Make the world a better place to live. Bring the smiles on everyone's face. Always think about every kind of situation, every aspect of the situation, every angle from the situation. And only that time, go to the conclusion. Come to the conclusion. And if still you are right, then congrats. You are a good decision maker. And if still you are wrong, then you just need to be less wrong. Because no one can always right. Actually, no one can become right every time. We all are wrong. But it's our duty how we remain less wrong every time. The more we remain less wrong, the more we able to feel we are less wrong. It means we are growing. So that's all. Serve yourself. Bring the smiles on everyone's face. And be together with your loved ones. Don't let them go in your life. And always perceive the things as it is they are. Try to perceive the things as it is they are. Signing off, Vivek Kumar, your buddy. Bye bye.